Good evening. It's Wednesday, June 22nd, 2022. Welcome back to BoomerRexTonight, your nearly daily source for news and politics. I'm RisenLadyHeathen. Hey, asshole, what separates our show from other Millennial news podcasts?
Nope, shit, got nothing.
That when we're wrong, we apologize.
Yeah, that's the one I was debating on.
Okay. Sorry.
No, don't. We have a boomer, and not just any boomer. We have Mr. BoomerRex himself.
Hell.
You two eat, sleep, and breathe politics, and I'm learning that 3 unique perspectives we share along with the facts from our literal round table. Tonight I want to discuss Fox News coverage of the hearings, but first, let's dig right into our headlines. Uvalde, new information. Oh,
And apologizing to Officer Hoozits.
Yeah, no
Who we have
kidding.
been relentlessly shitty to, as we would to any of the officers in that hallway who stood there that
No, apparently there was one guy in that hallway who we have been very hard on, not knowing some information that we have just learned. So we are apologizing for, I guess,
Being
for
shitty.
making assumptions, right? For making assumptions
making
as to
shitty bad jokes.
Yeah.
We were being shitty.
Yeah, we were being assholes. Called him a coward.
Finish on this
Yep.
because it's an easy word to throw around on a day where there was a shit ton of them.
Yep.
Well, and a lot of it, we took a lot of anger and frustration with the missing
Yeah.
information and how
Woe be the
sense
lightning
this
And
rod.
how
all
what
made.
little information we had said the
Yeah.
people who were there failed catastrophically.
Again and again and again and
Yeah.
again.
Filled
So,
with uniquely good backstopping of
But-
their stories,
but we want-
and coordination of their thing.
right. But we want to take a step back right now, and we want to say we apologize for taking our anger out on
To
this
Officer
poor
Ruben
gentleman.
Ruiz. Say his name. Ruben Ruiz.
Yep.
So, his wife called him and told him that she'd been shot and was bleeding out. And he didn't go into the room, and we gave him a whole ration of shit for that.
Yep.
And called him a lot of things. Coward, I'm sure, was one of the nicest ones. Turns out none of that's true. After his wife had called him, he attempted to enter the room, and the other police detained him, took away his weapon, and escorted him from the scene.
So, fuck all the people that he thought were his friends and he thought would have his back in this situation. Fuck them for failing him, and we apologize, sir, for thinking bad things
It's
about
bad.
you.
You could jink around them good.
I'd have drawn my weapon
Yeah.
and said, "Are you prepared to shoot me to prevent it? Because I am absolutely prepared to shoot you to do it."
Yep.
So you can have my weapon when it's fucking empty.
Yep. Maybe. I'm gonna wrestle around. It's
I-
a
I
shitty little
can't-
club, but
No, but he tried.
No, and he was obeying orders.
I'd rather that than
I'm-
small hand bombs. I know.
Yep.
I lied every time. I always promised I would do what I was told. Probably kind of if it made sense to me personally. Otherwise, I was gonna be problematically right there with a weapon. But
Yeah. Arg, damn it.
No, we just feel really guilty that we got this one that wrong because,
And we cannot imagine what he is feeling.
yeah, so,
Don't kill
sir,
yourself.
yeah, no, don't.
it's entirely
This is
too
not your
easy.
fault. You tried, and, you know, we're with you. Like, we would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
And you know,
Good job.
we're sorry that your friends were shitty because these people were supposed to have your back. These people were supposed to be your brothers, right? Isn't that what they try to teach in cops or whatever? Like, you're all together in this.
Right.
A thin blue
The
line.
thin blue line brotherhood, you know, like,
Yeah,
and
honest to God.
fuck those
if
guys. Fuck those guys
I-
for what they did to you. That's
if
not
one of my
cool.
people tells me their lady friend or their boyfriend is in that room, we're taking the room. I'm sorry if we shoot any of the kids.
Yeah.
Like, I am willing to extract a human from a room with an amount of violence that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you should have kept your hand inside the rats.
Yeah.
If you hadn't moved, it would have been fine. It's like stepping over a dog, but.
Yeah.
Life and death and louder, and So, good job getting detained. Which was better
Yeah,
than I
you
read
tried
the
to
other
do the
day.
right thing.
and from a pile of lies that is so gross, and we haven't even hit the bottom yet.
Yeah, we keep digging.
Yep.
That's what annoys me more than anything else. Right? Yeah, they fucked up. And if they had fucked up and said, guys, we fucked up, we screwed it up totally, that would have been fine, but that's not what's happened. And so now they're all telling I shouldn't say all. There are several of them who are telling all different lies about this, that, and the other, trying to protect
Every other
themselves.
day
Everybody
they
making
change
sure
their
their
story.
agency doesn't look like they fucked up.
Yeah.
This is just it's hard, because something like this happens and it's terrible, and then we're getting misinformation, false information, and then you're getting story after story after story, and none of the stories are the same, none of the stories match up. It's just insane. So, again, our hearts go out to everybody in Uvalde, and you got to do something about this, because this is not okay. And to what was his name again?
Officer,
oh shit. It's
Should have highlighted
it's Officer Ruiz, but he has Ruben Ruiz.
Officer Ruben Ruiz.
Ruiz.
You tried to do the right thing, and
we're sorry
we're sorry we were shitty. And now that we know, we hope that you can find peace and that you tried to do the right thing, and
help everybody figure out the truth.
Make sure that you tell those guys that were there, that was supposed to have your back, that they're fucking shitheads, and never talk to them again, because you don't need that in your life. You need someone who's going to have your back, not these assholes.
Yep.
Because they did not have your back when they should have, and God, we should have had your back too, but we didn't
But it's
know.
time for you to
and
make
we're
sure
sorry.
everybody
we're very
who
sorry.
had people there learns what they're supposed to learn about that day.
That's the best possible outcome.
That's
from here.
it. No, that's all there is.
Yeah.
No,
But you
And
only
that's all
learn-
there's ever going to be on these. That's what
That's
makes
right.
these horrible.
That's-
That's what makes these like a car accident that it's hard to look away and it haunts you down the road.
Yeah.
Except when TV does it, it isn't, because there'll be a new horrible thing next week. Wait a second.
no,
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say that we feel particularly bad about this because we kind of pride ourselves on sticking up for the little guy in these types of situations, and people who make the right decisions even when those around them are making bad ones and wrong ones. And we're sorry that we didn't that we listened to the bullshit and then made our own assumptions based on that. That was very wrong of us.
Yeah.
So all right, first step in the right direction.
Yeah, so as it turns out, Uvalde School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo has been placed on leave as of Wednesday.
Good.
So,
He got that dude's wife killed. Fuck him.
because of a lack of clarity that remains and the unknown timing, and oh yeah, right.
It's all ever so complex. It's, in fact, exactly so complex, no one knows where he was, except not in charge or responsible.
Right.
Right.
And he testified Tuesday behind closed doors in Austin to a Texas House committee seeking answers. Everybody's seeking answers.
Oh, yeah.
So I just love this. And then he goes to the Uvalde City Council, which he was recently elected to, and they voted to deny his request for a leave of absence. So, anyway. Hey,
is he going to get
Pete,
kicked
I got
out
a
of that?
suggestion for you. No, you can't be kicked out of it. You could be recalled if they have recall provisions in their city charter.
I thought I saw if he missed 3 consecutive, he got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Or
makes
it could
sense.
be Schwag. The other guy would call for his replacement. Which, so I
Okay.
don't know what mechanism they use. Don't they use a king wherever this is? Texas. Fuck Texas. Of course, it's Texas.
Anyway, so yeah, again, whatever's in the city charter.
Yeah.
So,
Well, hopefully
Cool.
they find a way to get rid of this asshole.
No,
for
the only
good.
way this guy can play it right now is to get his lawyer, get on the internet, and do and ask me anything for how long does it take till the internet gets bored.
yeah.
Answer every single question. I could live stream your autobiography. Be quick and tell me a good tale. And there's no good answer. Like the lies that started on this that were fucking weird
Yeah.
for me personally early. And
We
then
can all point at it and go, that's not the truth.
Right.
I heard the thing creak exactly before all the guts poured out, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, and
We knew this was coming.
Yeah.
yeah. And so badly done. Like,
Except for Officer Ruben
Which-
Ruiz, who did his job.
yep,
Way to go.
does appear that way. Good job.
All right.
Hold on, I'm just telling my mom to sleep tight. Welcome to Earth.
So
Wait.
I usually try to start with a positive story, but tonight we had an apology and we had the first step in the right direction for what's happening in
the
Uvalde.
comet?
So, is there a comet?
137. It's not. I just made that up.
Yeah. God. Don't
Oh,
do
I
that.
made it up a while ago.
Don't look up.
Hashtag asshole misinformation.
Yeah. This is what happens.
/S.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the world is a better place. There's one more aardvark in it.
Aww.
Just the one.
The San Diego Zoo had a aardvark born. They call them cubs, apparently.
Interesting.
This was the first time in 40 years they've had an aardvark born at the zoo.
Yay.
So, anyway,
Way to go,
she was
board
born on
aardvarks.
May 10th, and her mother's name is Zola.
Yeah.
Aww.
So anyway, she will nurse for about 6 months, and once that's kind of done, they will introduce her to the public. But in lieu of that, have you ever seen a baby
I
aardvark?
know, I saw the picture. I
Oh,
died. I wish we could
That's
share
too
one on
cute
the
for-
thing. That's so cute.
This is why we need
so
3D print life
Here's
forms.
what
Come
you
on,
need
internet.
to do, all y'all out there right now. You need to Google aardvark cub, and then go aww, because aww,
Yeah.
just so adorable.
There are very few animals that adorable, especially when they're little and don't have any hair to speak of.
We're gonna have a science blender. We need
Anyway,
a
she's
science
really
blender
active.
printer.
She's running around digging like an adult, practicing all her stuff.
Aww.
They say she's long-eared. I think that's an understatement. These are jackrabbit-sized ears.
They're pretty big,
So, yeah.
but maybe she'll probably grow into them. I feel like ears don't tend to grow as much as.
Oh yeah, no, aardvark ears aren't that big.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll
Yeah.
grow into them. Yeah. All
Why
right.
not? Giant Clifford ears. Do it.
So
I believe in you.
that I'm assuming was our adorable story of the day. So let's
That was
move on.
our adorable story of the
The
day.
city of It's Too Damned Hot.
Should have
Tell me about
the end.
this.
Oh fuck.
Goodbye, dessert. I'll miss you. Aardvarks are the best. What happened?
So anyway, this is largely about Phoenix. They have
Fuck Val.
hundreds of blue and green and gray tents pitched under the sun, directly in the sun in downtown Phoenix.
Alright.
Right, one of the hottest cities in the U.S.
Yeah.
And a jumble of flimsy canvas and plastic along dusty sidewalks. Right.
Yeah.
This is the hottest big city in America. And last year, of the 339 Phoenix residents who died of heat-related injuries, 130 of them were homeless.
I believe it.
130
I believe it.
homeless people
That's
died
like a
in
third,
Phoenix
right?
last year. That's about,
That's about a third, yeah.
of the deaths. 130 homeless people died in Phoenix.
All right, y'all need to move up north. That's what y'all need to move up north, okay? It's cold in the winter, but
Now we might try fixing
die.
America so the shit doesn't happen.
yeah, I don't think
It's
that's gonna
fucking
happen.
ridiculous.
I don't believe that's gonna happen.
So anyway,
Could you air condition a big
charging
enough area?
down the road to shitholistan. What?
Trying to figure out if you could air condition a big enough area.
I don't feel like it.
They have a convention center.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, that's
air conditioned. Yeah,
You could let them into the convention center. That's brilliant.
yeah.
A couple days before they do something, they can, be like, all right, you guys, go to these homes or whatever for now. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Something looks more like a plant.
something that's more like being human.
Yeah.
right. No, when you know it's going to be 110 degrees out, let those people go somewhere where they can not die. That sounds
Yeah.
better than just letting them die. And again, this sounds like the Scroogey McDuckian,
This is
decrease
the-
the surplus population type
This
bullshit.
is the shitholistan solution.
Yeah.
Right? So there are some cities that are trying to do better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we need to go easy on that shitholistan thing because we use it mostly for Russia. Let's keep it with Russia for the moment.
oh, all right.
Yeah, no, just because
am I
otherwise
confused?
you're
So,
saying it too
shithole or
much.
bad?
Yeah. Shithole America. All right,
Yeah.
let's call it that.
And this place.
Shithole America.
Shithole Merca. I like that.
Shithole America. All right. Fraud didn't work. What's this?
About 1.1 billion in unused unemployment benefits returned to the state of California on Tuesday. This is in the form of 780,000, or much of it is in 780,000 Bank of America debit cards that were never used. Yeah, you got the same look I got. I don't understand there's something here that we're not being told.
Some piece of crime the mousetrap of crime was set off. Whatever happened in the thing, the ball rattled, and then click.
No mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no trap at the end. I'm not sure what the hell happened, but
anyway, they're suggesting that much of it may have been people who were having, who had legitimate claims, who were having difficulty activating the cards. They made sure it didn't belong to them. What they're guessing now is that there were fraudulent applications for unemployment benefits, and these debit cards went out in the mail, and people looked at them and said, no, and either, trashed them or whatever. I'm with you. That this is the perfect mousetrap, and it didn't catch the mouse.
Yeah.
It got the money out and moving around and didn't manage to collect it.
Yeah, because that other one, the big one that everyone talks about, that was like 600 million, dumped out into prepaid cards and was gone.
Yeah,
in under a day.
So how much money was this?
$1.1 billion.
It sounds to me like a lot of people got fucked over.
Anybody see
a lot of people, $1.1 million did not go to people who needed it. Billion, sorry.
Oh, agreed. I'm certain that some of that's true.
I dropped that.
Yep, mine. So, anyway.
No, this is sad because that means that that's a lot of money that people needed that they didn't get because somebody tried to fix the system in the wrong way. Like, not fix it whatever, but fix it so they were getting money, and it didn't work out like the way they planned.
The thing didn't pop out, whatever, like the money didn't...
Well, the whole... Remember those...
Didn't go to the address they gave them. Instead, it went to an address on file. I don't know.
So this is exactly like... it sounds like a similar grift to all those big businesses that stole all the small business loans. Yep. And then the small businesses all got fucked because all the big businesses went out and scooped that up and left the little businesses, totally fucked.
Fighting over the last few crumbs.
Exactly. Yeah. This sounds like that level of fuck around.
Used to have aggressors' advantage on every turn.
But somewhere along the way, it fell through. So
and this is 780,000 cards.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking cards.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'll keep trying to follow this and see if anybody ever figures out what actually happened and wants to talk about it.
All right. That's crazy. No. Yeah, right. No compelling interest.
Oh, I love this. So a Texas judge in Dallas County has ruled that the state's transphobic Attorney General Paxton cannot intervene in a lawsuit. The judge's decision marks the latest legal defeat for Paxton's repeated attempts to score political points with the bigot crowd by attacking queer children. So, has claimed repeatedly without any legal or scientific support, saying that gender-affirming care is a form of child abuse. I mean, this is
gross. You people are
if we're not going to talk about...
This is a pig fucker from Texas.
If we're not going to talk about blanket training, then we're not talking about any of the trans shit.
Yeah.
Because
anyway.
If we want to play what's child abuse and what's not, done. Episode goddamn Lulu. But we're going to have a lot more conversations about just because you do it in a god's name doesn't mean it's protected.
So anyway, Dr. Zima Lopez had sued the hospital because it stopped offering puberty blockers and hormone therapy as part of its gender-affirming care. The Children's Medical Center said that they had reached an agreement to let her continue to offer gender-affirming care until at least April of 2023. as the suit against the hospital continues. But Dallas County Judge Melissa Bellin was having none of Paxton's shit. She ruled that Paxton hadn't offered any proof of his child abuse claim, nor any proof that his intervention would further any compelling government interest.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Way to go, Judge Melissa Bellin.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
No, and
Imagine what it's like to be Ken Paxton, king of the pig fuckers, and have some woman just slap you down.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a huge hit. How dare she think she can tell me what to do? She's acting like a man. I bet she wears pants. Oh
It
God,
really is
buddy.
where they are.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
With none of the delivery. Like, that's the part, right?
Yeah.
We've tried the economic policies. It didn't make it rain like it did supposedly that time in Leave It to Beaver years.
No, assholes like that are the reason why I never liked wearing dresses or skirts, and took me a while took me many years to get to a point where I felt comfortable, like, wanting to be girly without feeling like I was giving up a part of myself, right?
Yeah.
The concept of wearing, like real makeup, as opposed to, I used to wear like a lot of, crazy makeup, like, like
Fun makeup.
Yeah. And it was usually just eye makeup or whatever, where you draw the little curls at the side of your eyes and stuff like that. But I was never big on makeup because of the, what comes along with the moment you make yourself girly. Now all of a sudden you're a target and you're this and you're that. So
you have to talk to a lot more shithead dudes.
Yep.
Yeah. And they don't treat you like a person.
A lot of that.
It takes no worse than hetero dudes.
Yeah. A lot of that fun makeup will just break fake facial recognition software like there's no tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So.
No, and again, I used to be goth, so I would have the real heavy goth makeup, black lipstick, whole fucking thing.
Yep.
I was a crazy teenager, I'm not gonna lie. All right, fire is spreading fast.
So, and I think it's a direct result of some of the things that are being said in public in the hearings. Department of Justice has
saw that.
Yep, they have subpoenaed 4 more people.
What was it what I saw?
Brad Carver, who was a lawyer and official for the Georgia Republican Party, who claimed to be one of Mr. Trump's electors. Another subpoena was issued to Thomas Lane, an official who worked on behalf of Mr. Trump's campaign in Arizona and New Mexico. A third person is Sean Flynn, a Trump campaign aide in Michigan. And the 4th subpoena went to Doug Shafer, the chairman of the Georgia Republican Party.
I think it's related to...
And these are all related to the fake elector scam, which is a felony.
The Department of Justice executed a search warrant, I saw.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
In Nevada for one of the fake electors.
All right.
So, we'll see.
Gotta love it.
They've postponed the congressional hearings.
Yeah, so tomorrow's hearing is, what did we say, 3 p.m. Eastern... They don't use Eastern Standard Time anymore. It's Eastern
Eastern Daylight Time.
Time, yeah. It's fucking weird. But anyway, so
figure out your times accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be watching it tomorrow. And we'll, of course, as always, let you know what's going on. Boomer Rex is about damn time. I need some good news after all this shit. Talk to us there.
Hey, you remember that real frat boy looking fella named Ravensburg?
No.
From South Dakota?
Sure.
The one who claimed he thought he hit a deer?
Ran over
a guy. Yeah. Anyway.
And then drove away.
Yep.
He was convicted.
With his glasses in the car.
On Tuesday, he was convicted of 2 impeachment charges stemming from that crash, and removed him from his office and barred him from future office.
Okay.
Bravo. Way to go, South Dakota.
Love it. No, well done, everybody. So we got it right. Let's just keep moving on this. All right. Are we ready to move on to Dumbass of the Day?
No.
You're going to take that as a yes?
Sure. Okay. Turns out a fellow named Derrick Evans right, served 40 days as a West Virginia state legislator. Now he's been sentenced to 90 days in jail for his role in the January 6th armed insurrection in the Capitol. So he'll spend more time in jail than he spent as a state legislator.
Is he still going to be able to be a state legislator when he gets out?
Oh, no, he's already resigned that.
Ah, yes!
Fucking good on him.
Yes!
Like that,
Well
woe
played,
be
buddy.
unto America. That is what counts as a high watermark for moral stands on the. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I'm gonna obviously check for a fucking tumor.
Yeah.
But my crazy means I can't represent anyone.
Yeah, I think the 90 days in jail is a little light, but hey.
Yeah.
He didn't beat up any cops. So.
Not
I
like
want-
that dude that
I want serious
pushing the other day.
felony sentences for the guys who beat up cops.
How about charges for the people who had nice houses when this shit started?
Hmm?
Like, I don't much care if the poor people rose up and did it crazy.
Okay, but you want to be sure the ones that came from
Yeah, the people who've had nice
Westchester.
lifestyles already.
Yeah,
the ones
lose
that
them.
flew on private planes and
Yeah,
shit.
lose them.
I care way more we hit them. I care that we
Yep.
hit the organization that kind of said,
Well, any of them who hit a
maybe we
cop can
don't
sue the
have-
cop. So once the cop's convicted, it'll be pretty easy in civil court. So anyway, you gotta love it.
Fair. All right. Updates with BoomerRex health threats.
do not tell me virtual sex. Fucking CDC.
No, it was standing 6 feet apart while you did your thing. Anyway.
CDC, why do you make me want to burn you with a cigarette?
Oh, anyway.
I would never obviously do that.
No, this one
You just picture it in his
Tiny
head
rowdy
and
child.
grin like a crazy man.
this is one of
It's
those.
not harder to do the cigarette trick to adults.
Fair.
This is one of those sort of retrospective things, right? That you look at it and go, guys, this could happen again. Let's be at least a little bit careful. There was a monkeypox outbreak in the United States in 2003. It affected 6 Midwestern states, including Kansas and Missouri, when people became sick after coming in contact with pet prairie dogs that were infected by animals imported from Africa. So, hey, guys, along with the safe sex
Way to go,
thing,
black market pets.
Let's not
Right.
have
All the
prairie
weird
dogs.
animals against each other.
leave the gerbils and prairie dogs out of your practices. But again, it's a point that if it gets into a native population of animals, that it can become endemic here too.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway.
No, do not roll the dice for zoonotic shit, the internet.
Yeah, seriously.
Or fuck it. I don't care. Just make it zombies. It has to be
Slow zombies.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yes, that's fair. Everyone should have to be
Slow.
able to do it in one default ex-human.
Climate weirding.
All right, so here we go again. This is, you want to know what's going to happen in the future from climate weirding. So the industrial hub of Monterey, with its 5 million residents, has been shocked that they've lost the most basic service, water.
Yeah. No, this is the shit I was talking about.
Yeah. So this is a combination of intense drought, poor planning, and high water use left residents of Mexico's industrial powerhouse to resort to extreme measures, like standing in line for hours to get water and using it a cupful at a time.
Yeah.
So, hey, coming to a city in America soon.
Yep.
And for those of you, well, the other two things were China has been having just a deluge of rainfall, which is by far the worst in 60 years. So here we go again.
They're getting drowned.
Right.
We're getting dried out.
We said that was the problem, is the rain was going to be more in some places and less in others, and more violent where there was rain, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, even the haboobs are getting pretty bad.
Yeah, and last of all, because it's really good news for Phoenix, is the lake is at a new low. So anyway,
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
All right, for those of you
There'll be
who,
plenty of water. Keep watering your lawn.
for those of you who are wondering why I was just talking about boobs as if it's a weather event, Haboob is a sandstorm.
Right.
For those of you who missed our previous discussion on
Phoenix had
the
seen a
definition
And
of
if you, I
haboob.
was going to say, if you've never seen one of those sandstorms, you need to, because them are scary.
Oh no, I remember. So just for those of you who are from like New England, have never even had the ability to comprehend this before. I was in Phoenix when I was 16, and we were going to a basketball game, WNBA, and as we were getting out of the car, there are these clouds on the edge of the city, and it's just literally a wall of dirt
Rolling toward you.
Yeah, from ground to like 100 feet up or 200 feet up or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just this wall of, you cannot see past it.
Right.
It was crazy. So, and my aunt was very insistent. She's like, we need to hurry. And I'm trying to take pictures and stuff. She's like, no,
You need to hurry.
go
You don't want to
now.
be here when the dirt
And
gets
it's
there.
just sweeping towards us. And literally, we stepped into the basketball arena. The outside edge is all glass, right? From floor to three, ceiling, or
Yeah.
3 or 4 levels up. And so it's just all glass. And we step through the door, and it goes, whoo! And you could not see
The parking
2
lot.
inches outside of, you couldn't see the sidewalk right outside. It was,
And it got dark.
oh yeah, no, it just went whoa, pitch
Yeah.
black. And I was like, oh my God, that is
Haboobs are fun if you're
terrifying.
inside.
Yeah, no,
Imagine if you're homeless and outside in one of those tents. It's not cool at all.
no bueno. It's no good. I'll tell you that
Low
much.
tax, low service.
Yeah.
So for those of you who have never
And then they
experienced
whine
one,
about
now you
having
know.
the homeless on the street. Fuck them.
So I said the other night we covered OAN's coverage, which was lacking, or should I say, non-existent. They haven't posted anything even related to it since the 16th of June. So tonight I decided let's see what's going on at Fox News, right? Let's see what they're talking about with the J6 committee. And I was shocked to find that they're actually covering it and covering it properly.
Absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure the Fox ownership is real Trump tardish.
They're the T-800 in this fight. Like, they were built for the last fight of the 90s, right?
Yeah.
They're the same stamped out of a machine in a suit as Chief Justice Roberts. Can make all of the right arguments for the religious to get whatever they
Yeah.
want, the religious freedom laws, the discriminate. You can be kind of racist, but not super crazy. That's now losing rapidly
Yep.
to Bobert and Marjorie Taylor Greene and
No, I'm gonna be
And the
honest.
Rhino
the
Hunter.
next name in your story. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I was very impressed. So I went to Fox News homepage,
Okay.
and I scrolled down and scrolled down and scrolled. Nothing on the main page. Absolutely nothing. But again, I didn't check yesterday, which I am now regretting, because potentially yesterday they might have had one of these up.
Okay.
But anyway, so I go to their search thing, which they make very hard. You have to go into the menu and then click on it. So it's not as easy as OAN. OAN just has it at the top of the screen. So, and I searched for Jan, Jan space 6 space hearings. And lo and behold, pops up. 1 day ago, January 6th committee hearing, officials detail doxing, sexualized threats to families amid Trump pressure. The next one, January 6th committee, Watch Tuesday's hearing focused on pressuring state officials to take action. 2 days ago, January 6th committee, Tuesday's hearing on Trump's pressure campaign on state officials to change election outcome. And then they hadn't done anything about it since, oh no, because it says 10 days and then 3 days and then 1 day. So I'm wondering if it goes by popularity a little bit once you get after the first
Yeah.
whatevers. But anyway, so no, and I read the first one, which was the January 6th committee hearing, officials detailed doxing sexualized threats to families amid Trump pressure. And they said good things. They said the most emotional part of the hearing was Miss Moss's testimony and everything. I'm like, got that right. And everything else. They talked about the sexualized threats towards, I think it was Raffensperger's wife, if I remember correctly, and how he got emotional when he talked about it and all that stuff. But they hit all the high points, and they did a good job. So,
Bravo.
well played,
Yeah.
Fox. Like, I take back some of my shittiness, but the fact that they're not pushing this, and they're not pushing this, you know, on their homepage and whatever, is a little
behind closed doors. They'll tell you how bad it is and how crazy this is going.
yeah.
This isn't the way it should be done at all.
But their on-air talent is overwhelmingly Trumpist.
Exactly. So what Asshole and I were agreeing to earlier, or were discussing earlier, was I said they must be just letting, you know, fucking Dum and all of their major talking heads, Tucker Carlson and all them, Sean Hannity. And is Sean Hannity still on Fox?
Yep.
Yeah. So they must be letting them do all the shit talking so that they can post this stuff and hope that people aren't going to look for it. Because again, it's
the
not
standard dance between that and the crazy kids who were elected, who are supposed to shout various crazy things.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, after the hearings, I will go straight to Fox News' homepage and see if they put anything up on their main page, or see if this is something you do have to search for.
Yeah.
Because that in and of itself, if you have to search for it, that will lower the amount of people who will see it, let alone look for it. So.
Oh yeah. No, my Fox is going to play to their audience.
Yeah.
In quotes.
But no, I just found it very interesting that this was not something that they were waffling about as far as these, you know, if you search it on their page, they've got good articles with reasonable information.
Yeah, they have a news division. They just never use it.
So,
Well, they do. They use it to hide the lunacy. The Howl at the Moon kids.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with most of the Howl at the Moon kids.
and I can also look
Kristen Nash
and see what Tucker Carlson is saying and maybe do a little thing on that
Sure.
tomorrow. We'll see. So.
If you can find a complete sentence from Tucker
Of
Carlson.
course you can. It's the same.
It's going to be the same
intellectualism
word
about
salad, name salad of the last article,
of
or the last thing he did.
credulously asking some question of why can't I say, do, or whatever thing, why?
15 minutes of his show is going to turn into another 4 hours of me searching for what the fuck he's talking about. So
to find out that it's some nothing thing that he's drawing
connections and
It's from their great book of whataboutism.
For sure.
It just makes both sides suck, because of course they do, and we're not even talking right. It's the bad faith argument 101.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to say to you all, be fucking good to each other. We're sorry we made assumptions about this poor police officer who lost his wife. I mean,
I assumed shit. I'm vaguely sorry that I fucking was rude and giggled.
No, I am truly sorry that I assumed things.
You did wildly more than I expected.
Yeah.
Based on the pile of lies we've all
Way to go.
through.
Yep.
And we are sorry for the things we said, and we're sorry
and we
for
are
your
very
loss.
sorry for your loss. That's terrible.
And
And more than anything, I'm sorry for the betrayal that you had to go through from your fellow officers. That I am greatly sorry for. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, heart, follow, review, smash that like button on YouTube, go to BoomerRexTonight, no spaces on Facebook for fun memes, and a link to our Patreon. Give us $1. You can find us on YouTube as BoomerRex, or check your favorite podcasting service for BoomerRexTonight. We can be found on over a dozen different platforms, including, but not limited to, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Samsung Podcasts. Hit us up on Twitter at BRexTonight. And if you Google BoomerRexTonight, no spaces, all links will lead you to us. We love you all. Be just fucking fantastic to each other.
Be excellent to each other.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow night on BoomerRexTonight.
What a fucking time traveling phone booth.